Jeans with your friends when you're in school, in dialect we say che jeans ghetto, what jeans do you have? And so it's becoming almost your daily wear, what you cannot live without. Everything started with the jeans.
You said jeans was your life?
Me, I wear every single day of my life, and I think thanks to denim I am who I am. It's the product that really I love the most. And people call me like the jeans man, even the Dalai Lama. I say, ciao, jeans man, how are you?
Jeans, for me, it represents the best parts of youth. You know, being a kid, learning your way, taking risk.
And solid comfort.
And did you ever think at any point where Diesel wasn't going to make it?
Always, every day.
So it's not just me. Okay, good.
If you are scared, I think you succeed. If you're not scared, at the end you don't put the right adrenaline, the right energy for succeed.
What is it about denim? Everyone wears it. It's luxury, it's high fashion, it's mass. It's the most democratic clothing product in the world. Everyone has a pair. For some people, it's just a pair of pants. For others, it's the very expression of who they are. This is a show about denim and blue jeans, but it's more than that. It's about people. It's about culture. It's about how we got here and what lies ahead. This is our common thread. My name is Scott Morrison, and I make jeans for a living. I've dedicated my life to denim. Was it the timeless style of a 5-pocket jean? The history? Or maybe simply the confidence that came from wearing a great pair of jeans? One thing is for sure, it spoke to me, and I had to know more. So I traveled the world, studying, learning, asking questions. For 20 years, I've been addicted to quality, to making things the right way, no matter the cost. I've started 3 brands, Paper Denim and Cloth, Ernest Sewn, and 3x1. The last 9 years have been spent at 3x1, making the very jeans I love so much. But the industry has changed. The pressure is on to make things faster, cheaper, more disposable. It's been a huge challenge for brands like mine. In some ways, it feels like a race to the bottom. It's making me question the industry I fell in love with. How did we get here? And what does the future look like? So I'm going back to where my passion for denim first began. A world built on quality, craftsmanship, and centuries of innovation. There's no place even remotely close to this. It's magical.
Really, you can't stop being drawn to it. When people ask me what would you do in Venice? First thing I would say, get lost.
Welcome to Venice. If you can find an excuse to go to Venice, do it. Don't worry about the tourists, the floodwaters, the prices, just go. I'm lucky to have a friend like Francesco. He's owned several fashion labels, understands the industry, understands Italy, collects art, holds degrees in both business and fine art. And above all else, he understands the importance of embracing change. The Renaissance was born here centuries ago, and Francesco has kept that spirit alive. He's a modern-day Renaissance man.
If you think about the development of Italy, it's all about family. Italy has always been beaten down by governments, by politics, by different things. But the Italian spirit, entrepreneurship, family values, long-term perspectives, has always been the one that really saved the country.
The food, the wine, the culture, the art, and of course, fashion. The Made in Italy tag meant an appreciation for style and quality. Think Armani, Prada, Gucci, and Versace. And if I can't figure out the future, well, at least I'll be well fed.
We are in our hometown, Bassano. It's where me, my father, all the family lives. It's a small town near Vicenza in the northeast of Italy. A good food culture, but I would say an amazing drink culture. Here people tend to drink a lot. Oh, this is my mom, by the way.
What? Yeah. How are you, Scott Morrison? Very nice to meet you.
This is Venuccia,
Scott. Very nice to meet
my
you.
mom and my adopted aunt. Okay, we're not blood aunt, but she's like my aunt. And Chiara, you know.
So I want to hear a couple stories about this one.
Capì un cazzo.
You're definitely not going to translate that. How long have you known Renzo?
Allora Renzo dal 78-79, quindi
40 years. Incredible.
40 years.
Were you part of the original Genius Group?
Yeah.
She was basically a pattern maker for everyone. Venuccia is one of the most skilled hand pattern maker in the world.
In the last few decades, blue jeans have found their way onto the runway and become staples in luxury and streetwear collections from Gucci and Celine to Off-White and Supreme. Sure, there's a ton of history before this, like Leonardo da Vinci inventing the design for the first shuttle loom, how indigo came from India, how the term denim comes from Nîmes, France, and jeans from Genoa, Italy. But those stories are for another time. What you need to know is in 1873, a man named Levi Strauss patented what's today known as the five-pocket blue jean, and the world was forever changed. Denim proved itself over the years, and it became synonymous with quality. It became associated with people who worked hard in the American way. Then in the 1950s and 60s, something unexpected happened. Denim made the leap into fashion and cemented itself as a mainstay in popular culture. In 1978, the Genius Group in Italy gave birth to the modern era of denim and blue jeans. Led by Adriana Goldschmied, Catherine Hammett, and Renzo Rosso, they launched brands like Replay, Goldie, and Diesel. Welcome to Diesel HQ. This is the brand that started it all. They pretty much pioneered the idea of denim being fashion and changed the industry in the process. I've known Renzo's son Stefano for years, but this is the first time I've been invited to take a peek under the hood.
This is just like such a journey, huh? So obviously number 55 is kind of important to you.
It's important because I am born on the 55. During my process, my life, I discovered that the 5 was a magic number because one day I bought a house and it was number 5, on my telephone was number 5, and through that it's becoming my magic number.
And you wake up at 5:55 in the morning?
Most of the time, yes.
How do you keep the energy?
The adrenaline.
Yeah.
When you do something exciting, you keep in incredible shape.
Renzo may seem a little eccentric. Who else has a 3-floor office wrapped around a fully grown tree with a stripper pole lounge area? Seemingly every square inch is decorated with artwork and photos of himself. But if anyone deserves to be unconventional, it's Renzo. In fact, it's pretty much his business model. Renzo Rosso is a rock star in the world of denim. He's a Pied Piper in the jeans business, and most brands have spent years following his lead.
My father is a visionary, somebody that is never satisfied about what he has done and accomplished. He's always looking for how things could be better. And that's what keeping him moving. He's so able to believe strongly in dreams and visions that he can get the world moving behind those dreams.
What is denim to you?
It's my life. When I was 12 years old, my parents bought me the first pair of jeans, and from that moment I wear all day of my life only jeans.
That's one of the best things about denim. Most people can look back when they see a pair of jeans in their closet.
Have a story.
Have a story, it transports them back to a place in time.
Growing up, I was attracted to the irreverent attitude of brands like Diesel. Diesel was rebellious, it was rock and roll, it dripped of cool. And the Diesel Archive, with its 3 stories of fashion artifacts, is the greatest denim museum on earth.
Here we have 180,000 pieces. All of our collections since when we started collecting them. It's literally a gold mine. Our designers come here to get inspired, not only looking at what we have done in the past, but also looking at all the research, stuff that we have bought around the world to make those collections. We were a lot inspired by the United States at the beginning. The Americana type of feeling was coming all over Europe.
This is the most important, biggest, incredible vintage store that you can find all over the world. Was here some friends like Kanye West, John Galliano, they were totally crazy. Even Kanye sent me an email, say, can I spend a week here, you know, because you can have an incredible inspiration from what we have done.
As far as the future of Diesel, is it squarely rested on innovation? Is it rested on youth?
I think Diesel is different than other brand for one reason. We never looking for to be the super top. We just look for to be who you are.
Every single item of Diesel is unique, from the way it looks to the way we apply its label. It's part also of being Italian. There is always this passion, this motivation on doing things, trying to do something new, innovative, that could last forever.
Renzo's sons are the future of Diesel. And for Diesel to have the future it deserves, it needs to embrace change. Driving that change is how the brand speaks and who they're speaking to.
Where do you see personalization and customization, and is it going to be a relevant thing for the future?
Nowadays, brands need to move from the idea that they own the truth and they drive people's opinion. Brands instead should become platform to get the people to talk about them through things that they can do through the brand.
If you want the world to know one thing about your passion for denim and jeans and Diesel, what would it be?
This can be only very easy, only the brave. I like to say that I have fun. I enjoy very much in what I'm doing, but it's very different today than the beginning. When you have a 7,000 family that are working for you, I have this sense of responsibility. The beginning, I can everybody, I can risk everything. Today, I cannot.
Running multi-generational businesses is very much a part of Italian culture, but not just in the fashion world. I want to understand why. Meet the Serinis.
What we're seeing in this room is how many years worth of process?
There are battles from 1930 to 2018, so more than 80 years of work by 4 generations of producers.
But obviously you guys really have a genuine passion for this. Why do you love it?
First of all, we love balsamic vinegar in general, and we use balsamic vinegar every day and everywhere. And we cannot stop with this traditional after a long work from generation in generation before us.
Good wine, food, family, new friends. We're in Italy. Why not?
Excuse me for my English, it's very terrible, but my wine speak for me in the glass.
How many generations have been making wine
Three.
in your family? So your
Three.
third generation.
Yes.
It's incredible. How do you cultivate the passion for the product over and over and over again?
If we want to maintain the quality of made in Italy at the top, we can't think just to expand our sales. Pay attention to the quality and not just the quantity.
What I'm most passionate about is the storytelling nature of what I get to do. I take a very democratic product like a Blue Jean, build it with all these incredible ingredients. We can make a product for the most discerning customer, someone who has a set of expectations, maybe even beyond my own.
You have a satisfaction about from your
I
work.
do.
you have a new generation? In your opinion, your company will go on with a new generation?
Certainly not necessarily my expectation that one of my two boys will take up the family tradition and want to continue making jeans. If they did, that'd be terrific. For me to think about the successes that you guys have found and what you've been able to generate and cultivate and continue to inspire the next generation and bring them into the fold, it's something I'm hoping to tap into and find some inspiration of my own from. Hey.
How are you?
What's up, my friend? How are you?
Good.
Come here. We should try that again.
Do you want to go for the handshake or you want to go
No,
for
it's a hug. Come on, we know
It's
each
a
other.
hug.
Get back
All
there.
right. Hey, Scott.
So, my friend, how are you?
How are you?
Good to see you, buddy. You ready? How bad's the weather?
It's beautiful. As always.
Made in Italy represented something so important in the world. And then, of course, as labor costs increased, people started moving outside of Italy. Italy became more challenged.
Made in Italy represented elegance, quality, details,
Luxury.
luxury. Today is also representing green, sustainable, eco-friendly.
Like everyone I visited on this trip, Candiani is a family business. Each of the previous 4 generations has advanced the company in their own way, from pioneering stretch denim to expanding their business internationally. I get a lot of my denim from these guys because they make some of the best in the world.
So, Alberto, how many jeans will this make?
About 350. We produce roughly 25 million yards a year, and that makes 70 million pair of jeans. They call us the Willy Wonka spinning. We invested so much in new technology in the spinning, which is the very beginning of the process. Yeah. If you don't make good yarns, you just don't make good denim.
Fierce competition in the garment industry forced production overseas. Candiani has continued to innovate and is one of the few denim mills in Italy that managed to survive. It's now 39-year-old DJ turned CEO Alberto's turn to take on the greatest challenge in the company's long history, the environment.
When you think about manufacturing process for Candiani, what's the most challenging component?
Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Because that's exactly where sustainability is matching efficiency.
With the fusion of quality and sustainability, they've actually thrived as high-end producers of what some might call the greenest denim on earth. But other things are happening as well. Fibers like Tencel can be made from trees. Excess fabric can be combined and converted back into yarn and respun, producing new yarns called Refibra.
Here you see the cotton yarns going through the first dip, and you'll see the color is greenish. Yeah. It's more green than blue. Yeah. And after oxidation, it turns blue. That's also because indigo, despite all the other colors, stays very superficial on the yards. It doesn't penetrate, which is why jeans age and all the other colors would not really become vintage. So only jeans become vintage because it's a particular characteristic of indigo.
Denim is made from spinning cotton into yarn, dyeing it, weaving it, and then cutting and sewing it into the 5-pocket version you know and love. But all jeans aren't the same, and some brands and stores sell them for next to nothing. Quality and detail is everything to me, from the fiber to the fabric to the way I distress it, wash it, and finish it. For most companies, sustainability is just a word. In the denim industry, it mostly means reducing chemical and water use. But other things are happening as well.
Can you explain to me a little bit more about the specifics of what Tenello is all about?
We are producing sustainable technology for garment treatment, and our target is to reduce as much as possible the consumption and also to improve worker environment, so to create a great garment with a great look in a sustainable way.
When I started in the denim industry, manufacturers were using sandpaper and rocks to create distressed jeans. Fast forward to present day, and companies like Tenello have pioneered innovative technologies like using lasers to produce an even better product than we could have imagined just 5 or 10 years ago.
This is basically the most advanced machine out there for washing jeans, or clothing for that matter, right?
Just to give you an idea, normally to wash a pair of jeans we use 100 liters of water. Now it's possible to create a great look, so wash a pair of jeans from 5 liters to 10.
That's almost 90% reduction in the amount of water that's used.
This is the bath during the denim treatment, using ozone in water. The first step, when we apply ozone in water, and after the neutralization, the same bath. So this is the water that we are going to discharge.
It's so much cleaner.
Yeah.
Alice continues in her father's footsteps, like her uncle before him, but I have to say it's a breath of fresh air seeing a female leader in an industry typically dominated by men. Tenello is a vanguard in denim science, and they're as close to a technology company as anyone in the world of denim.
When you think about innovation, what's fueling the innovation for you?
The new generation is taking care much more than before about sustainability, about how my garment is made. And it's like a food, no, Scott? Many years ago, nobody cared about organic food. It will happen also on the fashion industry, for sure.
It's clear to me that the future of denim in Italy is in good hands. What's also clear is that we're all in the same boat, asking the same questions, searching for answers. I'm not sure I know for certain, but I'm a step closer to figuring it out. As for my future, there's plenty of inspiration to take back home to 3x1. But first, there's some old shuttle looms I want to check out in Japan.
Going into this whole thing, I was just basically like my wife said, she's like, just be yourself. Renzo did a nice job of today of explaining, you know, if you're focused on commerce, if you're focused on just finding the success financially, you're kind of missing out on the big opportunity. Create something great. The people who get up every day and feel like they need to do something to make a difference, that's probably how you best measure your ability to succeed or find success. I think if you wake up one day and say, hey, listen, this is just, it's a paycheck, it's no big deal, I don't really care anymore, you're done.